Alright, so this is my first actual video of something. I have to bring up something on my phone real quick. This is why I'm recording everything on my phone. That's lovely, isn't it? This first video, real video, about something I'm making is about something called Imposter syndrome. I'll explain why I decided on this one for the first one. Like I said, I'm 18 in my last video, which wasn't really... Anyway, my last video I said I was 18, which means next year I will be going to college. And I've already been to my, orientation, where a professor there actually brought this up, imposter syndrome, which was something very interesting, because I think I totally have it, quite badly, perhaps. I brought it up on Wikipedia, whatever, people say it's a terrible site, because people boast whatever they like, but I'm going to use a definition here, because it's, I think it's very nice. It says, it has a bunch of different spelling and a bunch of different names. Past all that, it says, it's a psychological phenomenon in which people are unable to internalize their accomplishments, despite external evidence of their competence. Those with this syndrome remain convinced that they are frauds and do not deserve the success they have achieved. Proof of success is diminished as luck, timing, or a result of deceiving others into thinking they are more intelligent and more competent than they believe themselves to be. I have never, before my orientation for college, I've never even heard of such a thing, and I never even thought of such a thing. It's more like, I felt it before, but I've never ever even thought of anyone else ever feeling this feeling before. I thought that was an insane thought. I was like, other people feel this too. Really? I'm not the only one. One of those moments, you know. My whole life, I have actually had a fear of being perceived as cocky. I'm just gonna spell out some of my accomplishments, and I'm doing air quotes, and I don't know why, I think. Anywho, I was in all honors at my high school. I was ranked number 16. Note, I wasn't at a very particularly good high school, nor a particularly bad high school, as I always believed it to be a terrible high school. Like, you always think of your own school as complete shit and everywhere else is better. So I'm relatively high, But I always felt this thing that I was always really stupid or something. Which, in some cases, it's hard to me explain, because I'm getting this, like I was saying, this imposter syndrome. I'm feeling what I'm saying isn't true. I have to admit, yes, I'm actually relatively intelligent for an American. Oh, that's another thing. I'm actually American and I'm faking this accent and I have no idea why. I can discuss that later or something. Anyway, so I'm quite intelligent for being where I am. I'm saying that because places like in China, people are geniuses. That's just something that we believe here. I'm not sure if that's true. I'm very sheltered. Yes. I'm running off topic when I have this issue. I need to stay on topic about this, imposter syndrome. Just another thing, I'd just like to remind you that I'm hoping these videos get better, that I'm getting over a fear of speaking by using these videos. About this imposter syndrome. Anywhere you go, you always try and rationalize your success. I rationalized my success basically that I admit I'm really good at math compared to other people. I'm not sure how it works elsewhere, but the AP program, the advanced placement at my high school, we do not have AP Calculus BC. I know around where I am in the United States, all over, the AP program is pretty much everyone knows about it. I don't know about other countries, how on earth that works. But that's the second level of calculus that's not offered here, so I was only in Calculus AB, which is the highest at my school. There are 30 or so kids per year in it. And I was probably one of the best. I'll admit, I'm probably one of the most, it's hard to explain, because I want to say I'm one of the best in the class, but I'm rationalizing that it's only because I'm the most interested. I see that's the imposter syndrome. I'm rationalizing why I feel why I am doing so well in a class is just because I'm interested in it. Math actually, I can almost say that I've been excited in math class. That's the weirdest thing to say. Probably to some people. Like I said earlier, you can laugh at these videos. That's something maybe to laugh at. Yes, I said that I enjoy math. And I rationalize that's why I'm so good at it. That other people have the same ability to be as well as I do, but they just don't care. That the only reason I'm as high as I am is because everyone else just doesn't care. And I'm actually supposed to, if I cared as much as everyone else, by caring less, I'd be lower. That's part of this imposter syndrome, rationalizing everything. I also rationalize things as luck. Like, for instance, I was not in the honors English program my freshman year. I instead got into it by doing some extra work and such. And, well, I got into it, but I rationalized it was because when in the non-English honors English, there was so many people who were just totally stupid they're stupid, they're acting stupid. I don't think they actually are. I think they just don't care. That's probably, I'm not even sure if that's a true statement, that they don't care. It's just what I think it's just part of what I'm rationalizing. But I completely rationalized it is because I complained, not really complained, I moped in that class, and that's why I got moved up. That's ridiculous. There's people who complained and worked their ass off trying to move up in other classes. I've heard of people trying to get themselves moved up. They've got A's in the classes and they're working so hard to try and move up. And they're trying so hard, and yet the people aren't still letting them move up into the honors program of whatever subject. Yet even with that, I still rationalized that the only reason I got up was because of my minimal complaining. Like, I didn't even try that hard and I got moved up. It's such a hard thing. It's like I'm trying to admit I might actually be relatively intelligent, yet I'm trying to rationalize other reasons. It's so weird to be trying to explain this. If anyone else actually has this, they might understand. There are other aspects of the imposter syndrome, other than my thing of rationalizing, like I said in the definition, that it's all due to luck. Another thing, I think I'm amazing at multiple choice questions. I'm so lucky with them. I'm amazing with them. But then actually I look at my scores, they're not that much better than my essays, which you can't write an essay with luck. I think that's ridiculous. Well, you can be lucky to get a good person, so I guess there's luck with that too. And timing and such, like, that was another aspect, timing. You might have thought, oh, I'm just in a year of people who are less intelligent, so I got lucky to be put into this program because I need a number of people in here, and there's just, all the other intelligent people just aren't my year. That's another, thing about, with luck. And deceiving others. Yes, I think you deceive others. I literally said this. You know, I still believe it, but other people think it's ridiculous. That the reason people think I sound intelligent is because I'm using a majority of my vocabulary incorrectly to where it doesn't make sense to them, so they automatically assume I'm smarter than them. There was a kid that literally believed I was like a genius or something. I'm not really sure. I was like a freshman at the time. He was a senior, and he thought I was a genius. I don't even understand how. I'm not really that intelligent. And I assumed it was just because I use terms like as well. I don't know, something about the mannerism of my language. I guess he thought I was intelligent, which I just completely thought was ridiculous. And I had this assumption that I used all my terminology wrong, which I still partly believe, but yet might be completely ridiculous. There was another article I wanted to bring up that I saw. I don't know which one it was. I'm on Google right now. Oh, an interesting one. Family labels. The family usually will, let's say they have a few children. The example in this article is that they have a family has the intelligent child and the sensitive child, is what they call them. If you actually think about it, that's a horrible thing to do to a child, to label them as such. What happens with the sensitive child, no matter what they do, they're always going to be seen as a sensitive child, and it makes them feel less intelligent than they really are. Another aspect of this is complete other side. A family may make their child believe that they're superior to others, and then all of a sudden when they have a completely normal difficulty, or completely just happen to make a mistake, a failure that's perfectly normal, they immediately see that they are below average, that this destroys them in a way. They feel like they can't have such difficulties in their life because they're supposed to be perfect. Which is a horrible thing to have put upon you. Oh, this one. Yes, fear of success. That's something I've actually had. I've always wanted to get to second place, because I never want to be first. I feel guilty for being first. The fear of success, since being more successful will increase the tension between the inner feelings and the outside perception. They fear being success. This thing doesn't say anything about guilt. This article doesn't say anything about guilt, but that's what I would feel. Is if I did really well, I'd feel guilty. It's a weird thing, because I despise praise. I hate praise. It's terrible. I hate getting compliments. It makes it's the worst feeling sometimes, is getting compliments. Well, sometimes only about specific things. For instance, compliments about a t-shirt. I did nothing. I chose something. They like something I chose. That's different, but it's more of, you did a great job on some big project you did. I'd hate that for some reason, and I think that's part of this imposter syndrome. It's interesting, yeah. Yes. Another thing this article says is it's most common in women, but it's found to be in men too. Interesting. Random fact. What this article, if you would like to know what this article is on the Caltech Counseling Center, and it was one of the earliest ones that popped up on Google, and it's an EDU, so that usually means it's something good. Like I said earlier, I'm a bit of an idiot, so yes. Anyway, dealing with it, there's something called automatic thoughts. Sometimes you immediately believe, I do this all the time, where you just immediately go, I'm not smart enough for this, I'm not good enough for this, I'm not worthy of this. Automatic thoughts that you want to try and know when they come, know that these automatic thoughts are going on and be aware of them. They say it's like a reality check. Question these automatic thoughts and feelings and think, is this just part of this imposter syndrome? That it's not, I need to be aware that I have this imposter syndrome and know that it's actually rather common to have, and to be able to think about them and think about that you're having these feelings and try and focus in on reality and see that they are usually different. That what you're feeling, these imposter syndrome feelings, are usually not what's true. Basically this article does say that it's the first step to moving on, trying to get through this imposter feeling, is being aware of it. Which makes sense. I've felt better since I've been aware of it, because I've been extremely nervous because, well, at my college, I got into the honors program, I'm actually gonna admit this, I got a full ride. The college I'm going to is not like Harvard or Yale or anything spectacular as such. And it's not like some terrible. It's not a community college because anyone can get a full ride there. Oh, that was a bit rude to say. I'm sorry. I don't know. I honestly have no idea my thoughts on this, that I think anyone can get a full ride at a community college. I didn't try. I did get a slip about something that I was getting a full ride from our neighborhood community college, and I ignored it because I was interested in going somewhere else, and I got a full ride at a normal state school. Grade school. And such. I won't say the actual school because I'm not going to give away my identity and such. But yeah. I felt very worried and unworthy of the scholarship I got. I also found out that only 33 people got it. And it's a confusing feeling because I honestly have not yet been able to feel happy about it. Like, I felt relieved. I'm like, okay, money troubles are going to be gone, but I've also felt really guilty. And I want to say I think that's part of this imposter syndrome, is this guilt of the success I've had. I felt unworthy of it, and it was an amazing thing, because at this orientation, they specifically mentioned this imposter syndrome, and it made me feel so much better being aware of it. This person said the perfect thing. To not be worried because you're here for a reason. You cannot have deceived the admissions and gotten into this honors college by deceiving them. There's no way of that. So don't be worried. You're able to do it, is what they specifically said. But then they also said, don't be cocky about it. This is still going to be hard but doable. And I was like, that's the perfect thing. You get the people who think they're amazing and can do anything to bring them down to reality, and to help those who are lacking any self-confidence bring up. Because my entire cult before that, I just kept getting things like, you better work your ass off, it's going to be hard. Which is saying that I have this imposter syndrome. That's the opposite of what I need. I know it's going to be difficult as hell, and I'm frightened as shit. But, hard but doable, perfect phrase. And, yes, this imposter syndrome, I think I've run out of ideas on what to say on it. You can see I'm very unorganized in this, just speaking out. Yeah. I guess I'll just add a few background information about myself. I'm going into computer science, if that says anything about me. Because I hate writing essays. No, that made it sound like why I'm going to computer science is because I hate writing essays. That's not it. I'm going to computer science and I hate writing essays. I don't know why I said because. That's one fear of college, is writing papers. That's one of my biggest fears. I'm very organized, I just can't word anything correctly. Typically, I'm very organized. Look, I'm contradicting myself just earlier. I said these videos are very unorganized. Hopefully, I'll get better. I'm just gonna end it here because I'm just kind of going off topic. Oh, one thing I should add. Apparently, in 2nd grade, I was diagnosed with AD, attention deficit. So, maybe that'll slightly explain why I get so off topic. I guess at the end of this video, I'd love to know if anyone would be enjoying these in any way or form. I love feedback. Try not to be too hurtful. The internet is a hurtful place and people are bastards on the internet because they can hide their identity, and that's why everyone wants to be a jerk most of the time. Not everyone. A good amount of people. I'd love some feedback. Also, if you'd like to give, what's it called? I can't even think of the term. It's when you give feedback that is negative. Something criticism. can't even think of what it's called. Constructive criticism. Do you know, there is a way you're supposed to. You're supposed to compliment and then give the constructive criticism. I specifically read this somewhere on a website that's how you're supposed to do it. I forget where. Maybe I can make a video about that. That'd be interesting. Perhaps. This is Mark signing off. You see, I finally came up with something to call myself. Mark signing off. Goodbye. I don't know. I'm better ending these. Hopefully it'll get better. See you.